Let's start this up. And I should be live. I'm live. Like that. It does have an issue that it does that flickering thing when it's backgrounded. I'm not sure why. Hi guys, it's me again. So, I finished off the first tier of the seasonal event chain the other day. Agent, got everything done, 20 out of 20. Got some goodies. And I'm at 15 of 20 here. I need to craft a relic from a blueprint. We will try an inoculator. Might get an inoculator that's better than what I've got, but regardless, it should finish out that achieve, so to speak. Should be 16 out of 20. We're 16 out of 20, and the inoculator itself, much higher quality. Regeneration per berserk token. I will put this into my possibly to be used later tab. So which one's next? Use an enchantment clamp. But most of them we got are for red. We will use that in our next mission. That'll get us to 17. Complete 20 random missions, so I need 5 more of those. So he's now reroll a base attribute on an item. I'm not sure which the base is. We'll do a mission. Available random missions. My level is 65. Don't like rescue missions. I believe you have to keep NPCs alive, and no thank you. 66 demonic incursion. Sure. We will use a couple of tarot. I have only one Empyrean seal so far. That's randomized bonuses. Increased chance to get belts. Belt not a particularly significant slot for this character. Increased chance to get high quality items. Relics are better, but random defensive bonuses. Here we go. Heat resistance. That's about the worst I can get because all of my damage is heat. So all of my opponents are going to have 34% heat resistance. And now let's give some randomized bonuses to the champion. Movement speed and an additional champion in each champion group. That's fine. All right. Banish the demon. Destroy the unclean. Well, what are we supposed to do with unclean demons? We're supposed to destroy or banish them. Can't have it both ways.
The agents of the ruinous powers created warp rifts in the area. We have to seal these
cooldown reduction
gates,
for
or
Thunderbolt
we will
Authority.
face a
That's
demonic
actually a pretty good one.
incursion,
We'll go ahead
and we're both aware of the consequences.
Lock it. It's now locked for 5 missions. I feel a sneeze lurking. I finished out a campaign earlier, which is a series of missions that run on sort of a map. Connected missions. You sort of navigate your way through the map, choosing which missions to do, which order and stuff. I was successful. Got some nice loot out of it. But it was getting dicey towards the end. So I didn't, like, complete everything. I don't think it would be possible for my character at their current amount of power to successfully finish off everything in one of the campaigns. But this guy's gonna die. He did. Oh, and I was defeated, sadly. And now we can finish off the Xenos scum. Sorry. Nothing brings out the old roleplay instincts quite like 40K.
One less gateway into the madness.
Do we have a chest down here? No. Versus. Well, all a man wants is a little bit of fat loot, you know? Yeah. 40 credits. Not so much. Loot, technically, not bad. In fact, positively skinny. But I am having fun with this game once again, as I usually do. And I've infected a couple of friends.
For my trial of faith.
Vorpine, a regular viewer here. Regular. Also my only mod. Bought it like 2 days ago and has put in 28 hours, so he kind of likes it. I will note that he is very much that type of a gamer. He finds a game that grabs him and plays.
For the Emperor.
Eat steel. Die.
For the Emperor.
The gate is closing, but reality is still bleeding into the warp.
It's not my fault that that reality is bleeding. Reality frequently cuts itself shaving. Hey, a chest. Not particularly impressive looking chest. Or particularly loaded with fat loot. Which is why we're here. Here for the loot. We're ARPG players. We're always here for the loot.
Burn, burn.
Burn, burn, burn. Heretic Inferno.
Die, Inquisitor.
Turrets. He hates them. He hates them forever.
Sacred murder. Curse you, Inquisitor.
Anything over here like another chest of goodies, say? I would like more goodies. I accidentally swapped my weapons. No wonder things were not dying as fast as I was expecting. Don't even have a particularly awesome weapon currently equipped. But it's one of the ones where you have to have it on you while you're doing stuff to unlock all of the affixes on it. So I put it in the secondary slot. Basically using it to unveil the affixes. The affixes are good, maybe later on I choose to play a build to lose that. One of the mechanics I like in the game is that you get gear basically that has unknown affixes on it, and you have to do stuff to see what those affixes actually are. They tell you what you have to do. Like I have to use my inoculator a certain number of times. I'm trying to remember to use that. I could do it 15 times. I'm up to 9 now.
Recoil
Our
unseen.
duty can be ungrateful sometimes, but today you saved thousands from damnation, and our last task is to cover this up. Slightly depressing, isn't it?
Nice XP out of that. Of course, one of the items I have is one of the items that I unveiled, where the most potent of the affixes, the first one, I had to do 3 missions that were at least 4 levels higher than me, I think. And that one has plus 50% experience, so that really speeds up leveling. I have reached level 1 influence in the system. That's getting me a common loot box. Not expect there to be anything particularly tasty in there. Huh. I forgot about those. Some drops I got from the campaign mission, actually. Forgot about them, and now I will deal with them. Got some psalms. Those psalms are so depressing. Some Monty Python reference. You're welcome. Fat body, my friend. Good evening. I hope all the things are going reasonably well for you. Acceptably well, let's say. No. That's a lot of healing on that inoculator, but no. We will open our common. Box of common loot. Wow, that was really unimpressive. That was extraordinarily unimpressive. See, my neural implant, the primary on that, the damage bonus for burning effects is really good because that's what I do. I burn innate things a lot. I think I want to hold on to that plasma gun as a potential offhand. Although I already have, what, a 6-socket plasma gun. Now let me think. All the recipes on the second tab that are X'd out are ones I already have. Sad to say. Demon forged items. Still looking for a couple of blueprints that I haven't found yet, which makes me sad. That can come out. That can come out. I have have to start deconstructing some of this stuff. Sacred Slaughter. Now, come on. How do you say no to Sacred Slaughter? Really? I can't. I have to hold on to that. But we have 2 Sacred Slaughters. Chance to deal double damage and gain hit points equal to that amount. Melee, Fizdam. Chance to deal double damage, melee. 13, 15. Fizdam. Looks like they've got the same affixes. Yeah, this one's got more life drain. So we'll deconstruct that. I think I know what I want to do here. I'm trying to figure out how to do this in a tidy fashion. Let's move all this stuff that I haven't really taken a good close look at yet. The other inventory. Yep. Inferno Pistol and Chain Sword. We have 2 of these Demon Forged. I want to definitely hold on to the Demon Forged. That's the sort of thing where I might want to go, ooh, Demon Forged. Maybe I'll play a class just so I can play the Demon Forged stuff. We're going to deconstruct that. Let's see. Power Maul. Right, these are ancient relics, so we want to hold on to those. They have to be skilled up. Basically, those are the ones that you have to... They don't tell you what the affixes are until you've used them to do things like deal 100,000 damage, do 100,000 damage with crits. Another one for dealing 100,000 damage, suffer heat damage of total of 50,000, and kill villain creatures on your level or higher. 5 of them. Well, I'm going to put these down here to reveal them over time. Celestian Armor. The thing is, I found the movement on the Sage's Solace to be really important. The movement skill. Pardon me. Those are socketed, so I'm going to break down the rest. And get my first spark of glory. I need 4 more missions. Random missions to finish off the next of the journey things. 4 more. Reroll a base attribute and Empyrean journey. I need 5 more tarot missions, so that'll be the 4 more missions. It'll get me 4 out of the 5 I need there as well. All right. Captain Von Winter, do you have anything worth buying him around here? Probably not, but you have to check. No. We're currently at 105 of the seasonal currency, which you want to get up to, in my case, 270 of to buy a tier 3 box of that loot. And I'm what, 65? Purge. Oh, yes, we will purge them. They shall all be destroyed. Randomized damage bonus to enemies. Okay, they're going to do 63% extra damage to me with heat damage. Okay. And the champions? All resistances and an additional champion in every group. Let's go ahead and start that up. mission. So this will be both a random mission and a tarot mission. So that's advancing 2 of the 3 things that I still need to advance for the second tier of the seasonal rewards.
100,000 worlds, 100,000 wars. There is no respite. There is nowhere to hide.
Perish.
Across the galaxy, there is only war.
Sweet suffering. Off with the head.
Good old 40K. The future is such a delightful place, you know? I have to exterminate all enemies. And there's a bossy dude over there. You'll notice all those numbers flying over everything's head. That's, well, that's the advantage of this build, is it drops horrible flaming patches on the ground that stack, burn damage, and everything that walks into them just starts to melt.
I shall flay you.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal.
Bossy dude.
Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Sent basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
At your command.
Damn right at my command. I'm an Imperial visitor.
I said charge!
Better be at my command, sir.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
One thing about kill all missions that are kind of a pain is if you've got to run around and make sure that you haven't missed anything, because going back to try and find the ones you missed is always yes. Which is why I'm not a fan of kill all missions in any game ever.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsman!
They all suck.
Ready to fight!
Good, good. He's ready to fight.
Off with your head. For the Emperor!
And he's enthused about the Emperor, too. It seems like that's nice. It's always nice to, you know, to spend a little time with people
The
who enjoy their
moment of
work.
retribution is here.
For the Emperor!
Let's make sure. Clear and no goodie boxes, sadly. You do have to be careful with the tarot,
Kill the heretic.
as you can get something that can completely screw your build.
Ready to fight!
I don't remember exactly under what circumstances it happened, but I had one of the affixes you can get for the missions is basically anything that doesn't do at least 200 damage does none. And I had something that was doing massive amounts of very small amount of damage, and it was basically almost unfinishable. If you get lucky on the affixes, then all you've done is increased the difficulty and the rewards, and it's not really any more difficult. The ones I like to use are the Minor Tarot. There's one for that gives a defensive benefit to all the mobs in it, and gives you like an 80% or 70 or 80% chance of better chance of getting relics or better as the loot. And then there's another one with a similar reward, and that
At your command!
gives a defensive benefit to champion level mobs. And those are the two I tend to use. That's the ones I'm using here.
Your head on a spike! For the Emperor!
But getting the ones that reduce the amount of heat damage they take when that's all I'm doing, that's not great.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
Yeah, I normally don't do the XP bonus. I have a 50% bonus to XP from one of my pieces of equipment, so
I said charge!
that's providing a lot of the same benefit for me. I concentrate mostly on the fat loot, because that's just the way I'm wired.
For the Emperor!
I want my fat loot, and I cannot lie.
At your command. Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Don't linger, guardsmen.
The battle is swinging our way. One last push and the victory is ours.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
That seems really dismissive. Take it like a man, guardsman. What? Kind of a dick thing to say, you know. No. Not much in the way of enemies left. Hopefully the ones I'm missing are over here.
Take die!
Kill the heretic.
The Emperor protects.
That is all of them. Whoops, is that a gold chest? It's a gold
Once again,
chest.
the
Do I
enemies
have
of
any
the
keys for the
Imperium
gold
fails
chest?
miserably.
Let's not.
At your command.
I have 6 escalation cache keys right now. I think that may have been a result from the campaign. Glorious. Invigorator Inoculator component. Restores 60% hit points on use. Well, that one seems pretty good. Inferno Shard. Those have got to be good for me. Heat stuff. Heat damage bonus. Main implant. I think I already have the red version of that recipe. More goodies to lock the seasonal bonuses for 5 missions. Sell the blue and the green. A quick look at the purples, but almost certainly they're going to go too. They are. No. I mean, they're fun because they've got all those things that you don't know what they actually do, but I'm not sure if it's actually good. When in an enraged state, enemies within 5 meters are feared. I'll hold on to those two, I think. For now. Okay, and it's 3 more missions. Reroll a base attribute. And 4 more missions. So a total of 4 more missions. And reroll a base attribute, and I will get all of these. Get a new frame. Stuff gets cheaper. What are the escalation shards doing? That's the seasonal shard. Class resource cost reduction. Class resource gain on hit. 3 seconds. Class resource gained from all sources. I've almost never used my class resource. I haven't had to. I should at some point start doing so, because it's dumb not to. Let's see. Let's do a hunt. And these are the tarots. I normally use the minors. I don't use the majors, although I have a couple of majors now. Let's see. Randomized damage bonus to enemies. That's all reward bonus and influence reward bonus. All reward bonus and glory reward bonus. Randomized disadvantage or hindrance to your character. Oh, yeah. I think you can only use one major. All rewards, increased chance to find song codes. Randomized damage, reflect, or additional enemy spawns. Reflect would just be awful. I had a heat reflect that was very dicey. All reward bonus, chance to gain a duplicate item for each one in the reward pool. Randomized damage bonus. And penalties to dying. I'm going to go ahead and try one. I'm going to use it. I'm going to select it. Each death decreases the maximum hit point of your characters by 25% for the duration of the mission. Oh, that's right. It also increases the level. All right, yeah. All right, we should still be okay. Gonna hurt, though. In fact, it's gonna hurt so much I'm not gonna bother using any of the minors. I think we'll go with that. It's gonna hurt. Exactly so. In the words of the PoE players, just don't get hit. Of course, in PoE, that doesn't matter. Sometimes you die even if you don't get hit, because the monsters you just killed explode.
The enemy is here, preying on the weak and using craven tricks against the defenders of mankind. Perhaps we should find their leaders and give them a fair share of their own medicine.
Just set him on fire and just let him burn out, you know. It's better for them to burn out than for you to fade away. Not sure what that means, but it sounded cool. Sort of.
Burn, burn.
Disco Inferno. Oh, we've got a shrine over here. Let's just hop right into business here. Blow everything up. I need to start doing that more often. Just leaping into the midst of stuff. Seems to perform a significant amount of outage on the bad guys. Like this, let's see.
The Emperor's light has found him.
He deserved worse. Much worse.
I agree, Thorn. Thank you. He did deserve much worse. Takes a little while for the burns to really start taking effect, but once they do, the mobs die fast. The big mobs. As you can see, the last half of his life vanished in a hurry. Poor little feller. Looks like maybe Warp was right, that all I had to do was just not die. And now I have definitely cursed myself by saying that.
He deserved worse. Much worse.
He was burning through. He burnt through my suppression really fast. And my health as well. So yeah, I was. My hubris was punished, although not completely so. It wasn't like I got face murdered. But he did do some hurties to me, that's for sure. One more boss to go. Be a little bit more judicious this time, I think.
You severed the head. Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly until it withers and dies.
He's a cheery fellow, isn't he? And no other delicious chests or the like. We will return to our ship. I hope everyone's week is going acceptably so far. Some of you may have the week off between Christmas and New Year's, in which case, thumbs up. That one even ran into the right place. Holy cow. Holy Torito, boss. Those. Hey, Willie. He comes and goes. He's a strong, independent man who don't need my stream. Also, right now, I've infected him with this game. Sorry. I have 7 escalation cache keys and 1 void key of escalation. I do not have enough of the void shards to start another void crusade. I do have 8 Uther's Taros, though, and as far as I can tell, I might as well just convert those immediately. No seals. Tarot seals. 40 cortex fragments. I cashed in 200 of those to give me 2 of a currency, of which I already had 5, and then I spent all 7 of that currency on allowing me to have my footsteps behind me show all sparkly and electrical. Oh, through... Did you have it through Steam? It's possible you have to access it through Arc, through their own launcher. I wouldn't find that surprising. I wouldn't particularly like it, but I wouldn't find it surprising. See if we've got anything new in the way of blueprints that I would like. I have yet to get the blueprint that is specific to my build. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't surprise me. It's not the way I would do it, but it doesn't surprise me that it is the way that Cryptic does it. I'm still 65. Purge mission in the desert. I don't want to do that. I don't remember what's involved in siege missions. Definitely don't want to do a rescue mission. Nurgle infestation? We can do a Nurgle infestation, sure. I think we're better off with the resilience. So we have one extra execution card so far. These are when you get the additional tarot cards and you identify them. Eventually you can get up. Oh, nice. We've got 4 of those ones. You can get enough, and there's 5 levels, tiers you can upgrade the tarot cards to make them more effective at what they do. So 5 on that one. Random defensive bonus to enemies. Don't be heat. All resistances. And bonus to champions. Damage bonus for champions. That's pretty chunky. Champions doing an extra 50% damage. Ouch. Pardon the yawn.
My flesh mind is reeling from the demonic cacophony that emanates from the contaminated
Demonic
area.
cacophony,
Real space
really
is coming
nice.
apart at the seams. It is the
Doesn't
work
like
of the Plague
a nice
Lord, no
cacophony.
doubt.
Nurglings, nurglings, nothing but delicious little nurglings. Little known fact, they taste like chicken. I can't actually support that.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Need to eliminate 3 of their little delicious nests, like this one. A Nurgle's pustule. Once I get it down to 50%, it dies.
Nurgle-based contamination neutralized.
Stacking fire damage. It's what's for dinner. Oh, back here. I have no idea how long it would take to get through on calling Cryptic, but I know that people are not happy with their responsiveness of their customer support through more conventional methods like email and stuff, or in-game. So yeah, that may take a while.
Die,
On
heretic!
the other hand, who knows? Maybe they actually pay more attention if someone calls them. They're a localish company to me.
The Emperor's light has found me.
I think they're in Los Gatos. The cats. shooting at me. Or psyching at me, I guess, is what he's actually doing. Pustule. And it should burn from there.
Nurgle-based contamination neutralized.
And a chest. Just a regular chest. Nothing special. One more nurgling pustule to go. We'll just let it burn itself out from there.
The Plague Lord miscalculated our response time, Inquisitor. Such mistakes deserve immediate retribution.
I retributed. I'm certain that's a word. $50 fate for reaching level 2 influence with the Dagnor system. And rewards from the Holy Ordos. Nothing of any note there. I like to sort of semi-alternate between selling and deconstructing stuff. I'm over 3 million credits. I'm wealthy. Don't suppose she's got anything new and delicious, and no, she doesn't. Sadly, no. I have, I think, 2 more missions I need to run, and then we'll do 1 craft, and we should finish out the 2nd tier of the Season of Escalation. Equivalent of a season's journey from Diablo 3. Yep, 2 more missions, and a reroll. Nice. We are still 65. I don't remember what's involved in a rescue. I guess we'll do a purge. Or we can go to 67 instead. We'll do the 66 purge. Fine. We'll do a purge. Got to be a tarot mission, though, so... critical hits are disabled. Fuck me. That's the kind of one that really sucks. And the champions? 70% heat resistance. So their champion mobs won't take critical hits, and they have 70% resistance to my attacks. That's a really, really unpleasant combo. It's not fair. I'm going to write a strongly worded protest to my Imperial representative.
Maim the heretic. Slay the treacherous Xenos. Banish the fork-tongued demon spawn.
Thanks for your words, your sage words of helpful advice there, Caius.
Repent.
Caius Thorne knows how to perk up a room. He just puts a smile on everyone's face, Caius. He's going to burn out. And fade away. We killed about a quarter of the enemies? Maybe a third? I have numerous times listed how not a fan I am of kill-all missions. They're just not my faves. Although I will say that they do make a little bit more sense in the 40K environment than most games. Tyranids particularly annoying because of their penchant for burrowing down in the sand and popping up behind you, where if you're not paying attention, you might leave them behind and have to double back later to kill them. About halfway done.
The moment of retribution is here.
The moment of retribution is evidently here.
Kill the heretic.
Can't really call them heretics, though. The Tyranids are ravening animals, with the exception of their psychic commanders, leaders, whatever you would want to call them. I mean, they're dangerous as hell, but they're not heretics. All right. Just the center of the crunchy Tyranid dessert left to clear out.
Die unclean.
Calling them unclean doesn't seem fair, though. At a certain point, also, they will display where the remaining mobs are. So that, at least, is a significant improvement to the kill-all mechanic. You might have to double back, but at least you'll know where you're doubling back to. Unlike most games where it's, oh, you thought you'd hunted down everything throughout the whole place, huh? No. Have fun finding the rest of them.
You are no Astartes, but you can certainly fight, Inquisitor.
If anyone here has never seen it, I do recommend, if you find anything about Warhammer 40K interesting at all in the universe, there is a fan-made CGI film called Astartes, which is amazing. So if you just look up Warhammer 40K or W40K Astartes, it should give you a pointer to the video. It's like a 13-minute CGI story video that he did that's just really amazing for one guy to have done.
Today is a good day.
Today is a good day. It's an okay day. It's a day like many others. I got a number of pops out of my back there. The good kind, not like painful kind. The Ventus system, level 2 influence. That's another ranged weapon common loot box. Won't be much in there. Yeah. No. Not much in rewards at all from that one. I was robbed. We have one more mission to finish off with a tarot and then one craft, and we will get the tier 2 rewards for the season. Nice. Still 65, huh? Not 66 yet? Not quite. Another 12k XP. I was going to do a hunt. I was going to do that hunt. No. Tarot missions, dumb shit. Heat resistance for all enemies. Okay, let's see if we can't double up and give the champions additional heat resistance as well, huh? Physical resistance, yay! Okay. I should be fine. Teleport in.
The enemies of the Imperium are infinite, and such a vast threat can only be fought with ingenuity. Kill the Masters, and you will render a sea of vermin helpless.
Eldari, I think. So, this is the elves. There are two types of elves, Eldari and Drukari. Dark elves and just elves. Space elves, of course. I mean, they're no regular elves. I died. That's the first time that's happened in quite a while. My shields and defenses were not sufficient. Their heat defenses. I'm not carving through him very quickly.
Die unclean.
that's right. They have some sort of weird linking between them. I'm not sure I know. I'm sure I don't know how it works. So that like they seem unkillable and unkillable and unkillable, and then they both just die. Chest. It has been a while since I've died. That may only be the second death I've had on this character.
Success is measured in blood.
Ah, don't stand next to the splody things. That's good sound advice for everyday life. Don't stand next to something that's about to blow up. I died again. They've got something that's just murdering me.
Don't take unnecessary risks. One last try.
And if I have one more death and I fail the mission, so yeah.
You are living on borrowed time, Eldari, but not for long.
They've got some kind of
Slash is
attack that
waiting
is
for
just,
you,
I'm not even
Eldar.
seeing it coming. What the hell? Oh, it's out. That's not great. They finally died. I don't know what it is that kills them. But it's looking pretty likely like I'm gonna fail this mission because I think I only have one death left. I'm on my last life, if you prefer. And those mobs are just bad freaking news for me. Because I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do. I don't know what it is they're doing that's killing me so quickly.
Know the Xenos. Kill the Xenos. The moment of retribution is here.
Okay, it's a tank.
Success.
And this time I'll
is
move away
measured
before the
in
tank
blood.
explodes. Yay. I'm not dead yet. I think I'll go for a walk. Burning. Okay. Gulp. I'm not a fan of those guys. They are not my friends. They're not my favorite mobs to attempt to kill. See? A Wraith Guard like that. He knows He knows what he's doing. He knows how to kill. Why am I not able to use that for a while? Oh, my jumping has been disabled.
You severed the head. Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly until it withers and dies.
I can, yeah. But I would like to check and see if there's a loot chest back here somewhere. Please? No? Seriously? What is up with that? I was robbed. Getting close to the next level, though. And now we'll see if we can't finish off Chapter 2 of the equivalent of the season's journey in D3 with a craft. Ten ancient mechanisms. I have one or two of those myself. Most of my mechanisms, to be fair, they're pretty ancient. No new blueprints have popped up. I'm up to the second tier, 185. I need 270 to buy the third tier of escalation stash. What is the craft I need again? Reroll a base attribute. Modify. Right, that can't be the base then, because that's not re-rollable. Reroll values, enhance. That item levels up the item. You'll note that costs about 1,000,000 credits. Don't reroll values, and this shows you the values max to min. And enchants. What was it again? Reroll a base attribute. Like that. That's good. Because these two are both at the max, and this one's at the minimum value. There it is. Tier 2 completed. The Amber Despot's Furnace cosmetic item. The Despot's Delirium amber quality, that's the frame around your character. Discounts for buying stuff from a couple of the stores. Tier 2 escalation shard. Rare loot box and 5 intel. But that was indeed what I needed to roll, and that was a significant improvement. I am 5 of 17 to the 3rd tier in the Season of Escalation. Let me put my clothes back on. What do I look like without the clothes? Oh, I still look like I'm wearing, armor and stuff. Alright, 5 intel. We are up to 19 intel. That goes there. And now the loot box. It's a rare loot box. Here we go. Maybe. Seraphim armor. Less damage reduction. Same all resists, more hit points. Thunderbolt of Authority, I like that. Better Thunderbolt of Authority than the primary, the damage bonus to stun and chance to stun against slowed or shocked enemies. I even think that one is usable. It's a slightly less defense, but not a bunch. That I will not use. That is an item level 66 I can't use yet. The Rampage of the Reckless. I like that name. Less damage reduction, less hits, movement speed, single target, one hit kills. I don't get a lot of those because of my burn damage. So having the mobs blow up when I one-shot them, given that I don't one-shot them very often, not ideal. Neural implant, also a 66. I think the damage bonus, 100% damage bonus for burning effects, is really freaking good for mine, so I can't see myself changing that. Banner of Benediction. Yes, I'm all about benediction as I murder everything. It's okay, because it deserves it. All deserves it. Let's see, over here, we've been trying to get, you see, I haven't killed any rebel-type elite creatures, so I haven't finished out the advancement on this, the alternate weapon yet. But that'll have to do for now, I think. I am going to use this. This is going to go into my alt weapon slot, as I have to deal damage and critical hit damage and suffer heat damage and kill villain creatures or higher to that's the flame brazier. Go, that's the alt. Okay, good. Let's see, what else do we have to do for the next seasonal stuff? That's tier 2. I'm now onto tier 3 of the 5 tiers. I have not applied a psalm code yet. I've not combined one of the Archaeotech shards. Collect 10 sparks of glory. I have 1 spark of glory so far, and I can't... Oh, that was for deconstructing a red item. Archaeotech item. Weapon, Archaeotech relic weapon. Probably just do that by doing that immediately. That should have done it right there. It didn't. Oh, it's not an Archaeotech relic weapon. Those are the Demon Forged. It's Ancient Relic. So, oh, red. Archaeotech Relic Main Implant. Archaeotech Relic Eviscerator. But it said Archaeotech Relic. Huh. That didn't work. Don't know why. Yet. Max out the tech tree. For Machine Enlightenment? The tech tree. The passives. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look these up, methinks. I'm going to continue on with the storyline stuff. This is the prophecy expansion story stuff. I am doing it at 1 level of difficulty elevated, which isn't much.
Tech Priest, I need some ideas. How can I find a secret hideout in a desolate void port?
The decree of tech preservation guarantees the long-term maintenance of our sacred data vaults. even on worlds deemed temporarily uninhabitable.
If I understand you correctly, the cogitator network must be functioning, and it could provide clues about the area.
The assumption,
These Xenos are truly a blight upon this subsector.
They are.
considering the adaptability of this race, the phenomenon is completely explicable.
I'm much more interested in why anyone would choose a
chest over here.
Tyranid-infested city as a hideout.
Consider the Xenos presence as a defensive system.
Chest of goodies. Not very impressive goodies, but hey, you know. They can't all be winners. So I've been told. Not sure why not. I want everything to be good. I want my stuff to be awesome. And people I don't like stuff to suck. Yeah. We've got a seasonal chest. I have a number of keys. It will be mine. Right about now. Nothing immediately exciting. But then, hey, that's... When you play a loot-based ARPG, most of the stuff is not going to be exciting. Most of it is going to end up sold or salvaged for junk, crafty bits. That's kind of the name of the game.
Burn! Burn!
Gotta be careful, there are a fair number of the explosive canisters about, so I want to make sure I spot them and explode them before I get standing next to them and someone decides to explode them on me.
I would rather have my tech priest dealing with this. For the Emperor!
There was poisonous gas there, activating that.
All this wreckage bears the sigil. This is interesting. This retinue was working for a techno-archaeologist. It could be the savant we seek.
I presume the contingent was trying to eradicate the local Tyranid threat.
Quite the contrary. They were trying to gain control of the Xenos population.
I keep an open mind, but even I find that idea hard to swallow. On another note, the data slate contains location tags for their home base.
Where is it?
Back here.
We have no information as yet. The tech priest is working on it.
The Emperor's light has found me. Let's see what happens now.
Reaching the data vault has failed. You need to power up the auxiliary mainframe.
Send me the coordinates to that mainframe.
If I remember correctly, the last time I played this mission, I had to run back for, it felt like forever, to access something that I had missed. Oh, another gold chest! Woot! keys, so if I haven't picked up any more, I should have 5. I have 5. Dump, dump, dump. That's level 66. And I'm pretty sure this is the highest I've ever had a character in the game. Yeah, I can see someone getting vertigo or nauseous.
Die, heretic.
Unfortunate.
Kill the heretic.
Alright, nothing that way. Nothing that way. Bristow! Lots and lots and lots of Xenos about. Tyranid. Infection. Not sure what that bong sound is.
Die, heretic.
Wrong button. Right button. Not the outcome I was hoping for. Blow those up so nothing accidentally blows me up.
Your priority is still to access the auxiliary mainframe, Inquisitor.
I'm working on it, Tech Priest. In case you hadn't noticed, I've run into some resistance.
The altercation has definitely been noticed and recorded for potential post-mortem evaluation.
Thank you. The post-mortem evaluation being mine. He truly cares about me. He just doesn't want to show it. Another gold chest. Four keys left. Nice. That was lots of clanky noises. And some blueprints, hopefully. Flamer and Brazier. God damn it. I've played with my own brain to the point where I'm screwing things up. Whoop, whoop.
I wonder what this machine does.
I don't wonder what the machine does. Wait, where are we there? Did I miss? I must have missed it. There we are. This is the map where I got lost previously and had to double back basically the entire length of the map.
See that Vox station? There's
An attempt to communicate. Good.
You have entered research zone.
You must be the. This is.
I don't.
I'm skipping through that because I have seen it before, and I also don't want to throw up any potential spoilers for anyone else playing.
Careful, Inquisitor. The Void port defense systems have been activated.
That treacherous savant has control over the entire system. He's trying to stop me.
At least you don't need any more proof that you are on the right track.
It's one of the bigger mission maps that I can remember in the game. Of course, I managed to make the mistake first time through, second time, the last time I played it, of getting myself into the state where I reached basically a dead end and had to double back to deactivate a piece of equipment. So I didn't. If I double back, I mean I'm all the way back to the front. That was not entertaining in any way, form, or fashion. Although it might have been entertaining had I been streaming it, as everyone could laugh at my
I would
plight.
rather have my tech priest dealing with this.
Turret, gotta go. That's one thing this build can do, is certainly deal with turrets better than most builds. A couple of shots, I can even run away and the fire will continue to burn and the turrets will slowly melt into a little pile of slag. If you don't blow up the things on the side first and get too close, the turret will hit them and you. The things will all blow up and red life choices.
Recoil unclean.
Well, I cleaned up all of those. A quick check just to see if I'm missing another golden chest of fat loot. Fat seasonal loot. Oh, this is where I came in, isn't it? It is. Okay. I've got a chest down there, just a regular chest. But never, ever. No loot left behind is the ARPG motto. Well, looks like we're going to be heading further on along this way, or not? No, it's a dead end. That's fine. Had to double check. because the loot left behind thing. That may, in fact, be the route we actually go. So I'll double back to here. Find out that this may be the dead end. Can't tell yet.
Perish, filth.
Probably. Looks like we're where we need to be. And now I have to do a
What
defense.
are you doing here, Tech Priest?
Displaying necessary initiative. Accessing the mainframe requires knowledge of Tier 4 administrative charts. Defend the area while the process is being completed.
I appreciate your resourcefulness, but next time you must ask my permission first.
God, I've got to stick up my ass.
For your information, Inquisitor, I will record your combat for further analysis. First, I found your intrusion bothersome, but I realize that your presence here grants me the opportunity to study the combat patterns of the Tyranids more thoroughly. You are doing the work of the Omnissiah.
3 waves of them will be coming. And unfortunately, one of the issues this weapon has is it does not deal well with variations in geometry, high spots and low spots in the map.
A new
There's the
wave
first
of
wave
Tyranids
complete.
is approaching. Stay alert, Inquisitor.
And this is not an issue I've seen before or don't remember seeing.
I have spent decades working on my synaptic pseudo generator unit. But it was a
Pseudo?
failure.
He said pseudo,
I set out
not
to build
pseudo.
a device that could control the Tyranids, and it was deemed impossible. But I can't give up on my vision yet.
I remember that from the past. There was a guy who used the word pseudo instead of pseudo. I mentioned that to some of my friends who started playing the game that the voice work is generally good, but there are some mispronunciations, and that would be a prime example. As pseudo would imply that it is a very fine type of leather.
Kill the heretic.
The bioscanners indicate another wave of Tyranids, Inquisitor.
The persistence of my misguided brother there is getting frustrating, Inquisitor. Just like your unwelcome visit. I know you want to judge me, but I seek to save the Imperium. These organisms pose a huge threat, but if we could find a way to control them one day, just think about the potential.
It sounds like he works for Wayland Yutani. Movie reference. That's the company in the Alien movies. just keep coming. Also note, in Aliens, there was a deleted scene of them using automated guns to defend their position.
Bioscans show no more incoming hostiles. Also, data analysis complete. Voidport structural records have been processed. The location of the underground facility is available.
Excellent. It is time to pay a visit.
Okay. Run around. We're going to grab our loot. We're going to check and see if there's any more boxes of goodies. It is my way. I cannot help it. It is the curse of the ARPG player. We must know. We must find out. Loot? No loot.
Repent.
No loot there. There was a few more mobs over here, so maybe another box of loot. Gotta check, gotta know. I have to know. Oh, it's a...
Repent.
There won't be. And yet, here I am.
Kill the heretic.
Nope. Mission complete. And we opened up a couple of those goodie boxes. Let's see what the results were. Did that one. Select movement speed on one-hit kill. Think I have to get to that one. Cooldown recovery rate equal to your missing HP. Not sure. What is the other one? Give me 1 sec. I need to check on something real quick. It is the Warfare tab. Warfare. Suppression on hit dealt. Check real fast again. Hold on. Deflect when surrounded. Ammo and superheat capacity. Or overheat capacity. Yeah. Movement speed. Gain 30% damage against feared enemies while enraged. That. Ooh. 2.5 tabs of loot. No. Delicious. But we'll sell the blue and the green. We're at 3.5 million credits. I am filthy and rich. Hence, filthy rich. That's another of the Archaeotech relic codes. We've got more of the locks. Another psalm. Okay. Move everything into the main tab for ease of working with. Only one new recipe, huh? Please! No. Oh, we did get a Demon Forged bolt gun, though. clamp. Yep. Those. Quick scan through the purple stuff. It's almost certainly all going to get deconstructed. It is. We sell the recipe that's a dupe. Blessed Blade and Rod. Purity Seal. Banner of Benediction. No, it's worth. Those also get deconstructed. Archaeotech. Damage reduction in Berserk state. That's actually not very good at all, it doesn't seem like. And I need 2 more. 1 more Spark of Glory and 8 more Sparks of Glory for one of the achieves for the next raft of seasonal stuff. Got anything for sale? Anything useful? Maybe? No. I'm at 225, so another, what, 30 of the seasonal currency, the Harbinger badges, and that will allow me to get another escalation stash, because everybody wants an escalation stash. 197 fate should allow me to add something to my craftable options here in crafting. So let's see. Researched that. I haven't researched that one yet. That cost 250. Ow. This one. Also 250. Those are both pretty good. If you've got both of those, or one of those, I guess this opens up. Over here. Enables combining psalm codes. Yeah, I need that. So that just leaves these 3 then, I think, to be done. Have finished out the tech tree advancements. Check to make sure that I don't have the hand flamer and razier. I have the hand flamer and rod recipe, but not the hand flamer and razier. Hand flamer and rod relic quality one, and implant and plasma gun at Archaeotech relic qualities. I will go to the next location. Continuing the story. Right now there's a theoretical ally called the Savant, who in fact is trying to kill us. That's him right there, actually, I do believe.
I must reach the inner sanctum of this facility.
Considering the nature of the Savant's experiments, I would be very grateful for some pict grabs if you find some of his devices.
I don't think this will be a peaceful stroll into his sanctum.
Let's see. Oh, that appears like it might be a dead end. My first clue would be the fact that I can't go any further.
I thought that the Savant employed these treacherous rebels only for smuggling, but he has an entire cohort of them as a private army.
Cohort is one of the components in a Roman legion.
That is interesting.
The Roman Legion was made up of a certain number of cohorts.
Inquisitor, spare our lives. We surrender. We have been tricked.
I am aware that you have been led astray by an indoctrination. Now you have your chance to prove your true loyalty.
We will not fail the Imperium again, Inquisitor.
You can have one of the big boys. We have a gold chest. Well, I will definitely be opening that right now. We've got 4 left. We have 4 keys left. We have 3 keys left. Nothing down there. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
I find your intrusion extremely inconvenient. I must warn you to leave immediately.
This is your last chance to surrender. Corporation might still save your life.
My orders will not permit that. Defense protocols activated.
I have faced numerous threats, but I didn't expect to fight an Adaptus Mechanicus battle automata.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. We need to initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god.
I will work on my penitent canticles to the machine god later. That's a dead end. I can recognize a dead end.
I understand you, Inquisitor. The thirst for knowledge is what is driving you into danger. You of all people can't blame me for craving knowledge. The long and arduous study of Xenos relics gave me extremely valuable notions about a machine that could turn the Xenos into useful weapons for the Imperium. I have failed to construct a functioning prototype, but I could be so close.
It blowed up. Note to self, remember the big ugly tech machines can sometimes blow up and destroy them. Chest of goodies. Crafting mats and some more cash money, yeah. There are electric fencing or fields holding in batches of mobs back there. Oops.
The Emperor's light has found me.
You might find it difficult to believe me, Inquisitor, but I truly don't want...
And now he's opening them up behind me. And alongside me. Dead Tyranids. Looks like all the Tyranids got left out of there. Right. This savant is getting on my nerves. I will have to punish him. Seriously, punish. think there's one more mission after this deal.
Inquisitor, you are unstoppable. Look, I didn't want to resort to pleading, but I've only been following orders from the upper echelons of Forge World Fuel.
I was only following orders. We've never heard that one before. My little big friend with the enormous gun behind me, firing after I'd already killed all the mobs, was not entirely helpful. Tyrannid warriors. A lot of delicious Tyrannid meat. Cast on a robot. Which blows up.
That door is locked, but your inquisitorial override codes will grant you access.
I've got to check these ways. It's just... I've managed to get over it in all of the rest of the ARPGs I play, I think. Where I don't have to track down every last little bit of the maps. But because so often they hide the chests, and the seasonal chests are worth trying to track down, I find myself doing the... I have to scour the map. Every square inch.
Let's see what happens now.
That's him.
Inquisitor, you have victoriously overcome all the obstacles I placed in your way. I am humbled, but also amused.
I didn't come here to judge you for your sins, but you have left me no choice.
I have been following the orders of my Fabricator General. This is a secret research sanctum preparing for the return of the High Fleet. It was all classified.
All that is what you want me to believe.
Is there any way I can convince you that I am a loyal Imperial subject?
We will see. I seek an ancient Xenos relic, once crafted by the extinct Fabricatus race.
That is a relief, because I can help you with that. The Xenotech relics of the Fabricators has been an obsession of mine for a long time.
Yes, many
And
obsessions.
financing your heretical experiments by smuggling Xenos relics was just a coincidence.
Pursuing my work requires resources.
I need a particular artifact from their long-lost homeworld, but I don't know where it is.
I have that information, which I obtained in unfortunate circumstances. I sent an expedition there once, but they encountered the Alderi and quickly met their demise.
And what happened after that?
Why do you think I'm hiding in the middle of a Tyrannid-infested planet? The Eldar may look like fools, but they are dangerous.
You have been
I
given
will
a
stick
second
with the good guy
chance.
path.
Don't waste it.
You will not...
I have the information I've been looking for. I'll return to the ship now.
I don't suppose there's a chest back there, is there? Can't get there anyway. Woot, 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 and teleport me up. Beam me up, Scotty, I believe is the phrase in the vernacular. Although it's possible that only old farts, such as myself, use the phrase.
I am not in the habit of allowing anyone to ignore my summons. We're engaged in the most devastating battle the Caligari sector has ever witnessed.
Is the situation connected to that abnormal warp rift in the system?
It is. We call it the Dark Nexus. A bloated, terrible warp anomaly, continuously expanding. We could be witnessing the birth of another Eye of Terror.
By the Emperor, that is a very bold and unsettling assertion.
Just think about it, Inquisitor. another sub-reality in the Imperium.
And how could I assist your battle?
As I've been notified by Inquisitor Krabat from the Ordo Hereticus, you have an asset on your ship.
The
Everybody
asset is a
wants
she,
the
not it. But before
Alpha
we can-
Pariah. Doom, doom, doom. More fate, more experience points. More loot. Conveniently fitting just barely on a single tab. Purples, no, no. That's not an impressive signum. No. No. I can roll off the poison. Let's see if I can roll off the poison on that. That might actually be worth it. Have to do some checking. We have a total of 2 crafting capacity, which means we can only do crafting on this twice. Which means I'd have to get lucky in one of 2 rolls on this. It's not bad. Stop there. We'll put that into, I might want to use this later category. But not on that one, and that. Those will get deconstructorized. Technically. That's the phrasing, the wording. There we go. Alright, we were going to hello there. Yes, Tyranids would not be the way I would want to go. On the other hand, it's 40K. Nobody gets a good way to go. There are no good ways. There are just a wide variety of increasingly awful ways. The worst might be the Dark Elves, the Drakari. You know, that's probably the worst. I mean, there are those that will put you through endless torment, but, you know, the Tyranids, it's just mostly about... It's horrifying but natural, whereas the Drakari... slow pain sacrifice to
My priority
Slaanesh.
is to find those Fabricatus ruins.
That's
for
a
the
hard
relic.
pass from me?
Scryer Skull feed indicates that the coordinates received from the Tech Heretic lead to the former camp of his retinue.
That will be my first destination.
I have a clue.
Logging new
I am skipping through this as I have already gone through this a couple of times, and also I do not want to spoilerize for anyone who has not played through the game, as the story is actually pretty involving and pretty good. Now, for me, the current temptation is, do I want to spend money on the Rogue Trader RPG that's coming, and if so, how much? And the answer is, knowing me, yes, I'll end up pre-ordering it. But I will almost certainly resist the urge to buy or to resist, I should say, these guys. Whatever it is these guys do, these are the guys who killed me twice in that other quest, so. Whatever it is that their attack is, they have that just basically murders me while I'm not even paying attention. Please die, sir.
Another Xenos race dreaming about greatness.
I didn't think that was too much to ask for. I will probably resist the urge to drop $300 on the pack that includes a really cool-looking statue.
These ancient structures indeed show some resemblance to known Necron ruins.
Our understanding of the Necron civilization is still lacking, despite our recent unfortunate contacts with them. Apologies, Inquisitor, but this is a fairly unsubstantiated
As
claim.
we're finally getting an
This is the
RPG
typical
set in
short-sightedness
the
of the
40K
biologically
universe.
based Magos. Flesh is weak, but steel
For anyone
abides.
who's interested, it's
Steel
Rogue
is
Trader.
nothing without the motive force, and motive force resides in the flesh.
The existence of Necron tomb worlds disproves your hypothesis. The Fabricators race could have reverse engineered some exposed Necron tech.
Enough. Log off my Voxture.
Boop, 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 boop.
Coordinates gained from the salvaged cogitator show the location of
I need more.
sensors
The savant.
their presence.
Right, he's gonna burn
The
out.
Elder are mobilizing surprisingly large forces down here.
May I propose something, Inquisitor? Turns
Yes, go
out
ahead,
that
Thor.
those crafty Xenos have a webway portal in the area. They will not be back down until you cut off their reinforcements.
That is indeed true. I must destroy that webway portal first.
Spoken like a true warrior of the Imperium.
Ah. You, clearly, are informed on this more than I. I've just started really looking into it just recently. I mean, when it was first announced, I gave it a little look-see, but I was watching a YouTuber I occasionally watch who was playing the beta. So I've been spending a little more effort looking into it earlier today.
The Emperor's light.
My expectation is I'll probably end up getting like the deluxe digital. I think it's a $50 pack.
It seems that the Savant's expedition to this world encountered some Aldari resistance.
I beg to differ, Inquisitor. My tactical analysis indicates they were ambushed by the Xenos. A cowardly but effective tactic.
Right, I hadn't realized it was done by the same guys who
Risked
did
a lot
Pathfinder
with this
until
expedition.
Knowledge comes
A
at a
friend of mine
cost, Thorn.
informed
Anyhow,
me of that
it
earlier
might
today.
be useful to search the area. They might have found
It was the same
information
that
on the
the two
Fabricators
jerk
race before their demise.
Wads that I don't like keep killing me. Move. Whatever it is they do to you every time you stand still and you die. I'm not a fan of the whole me dying and not knowing why thing. Yes, the bumpy releases thing I had heard certainly about, in particular, Pathfinder. That it's good and extremely well done and has some issues, but then RPGs, for whatever reason, do tend to have issues at launch. Yeah. Well, games in general do it now, for sure, but RPGs in particular seem to have a long history because they have all of these sort of interwoven mechanics. Hopefully their experience with the Pathfinder games will at least carve out some of the
That's the webway
standard kind of
portal.
problems they've
I
had in the
only need
past.
to get closer.
Inquisitor, wait! Something is happening down there. By the Emperor. What are these constructs? Or are they creatures?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of
Well,
options
the
are
Elder have
available
brought in their
in
war
the 40K
machines.
games versus the Pathfinder
That
games, but
relic must be
my
very
expectation would
important
be
to
it would
them.
not be as
You should return to
overwhelming.
the ship immediately.
I have an even better idea, Captain. Alert Sir Ambrose. We need the
It's another Crimson Wanderer
down here
quest.
for a noble
I'm
joust.
cursed. Doesn't look like we got anything in the way of particularly good goodies. Another 10 of the seasonal currency, and I'll be able to buy the prettiest, largest, sexiest box. Yeah, I've been tempted, but haven't yet pulled the trigger on any of the... Do these on normal. Any of the Pathfinder games, but I have watched them being played. And they always did strike me as having almost ludicrous numbers of options. Pardon the yawn. I have a big shiny Ed 209 I'm driving.
Your directive is quite straightforward, pilot. You must destroy those Wraith Lords. That is all.
What a glorious day!
Let's see again.
I've never had the
That's
chance to match
multi-melta
weapons with
beam.
Eldari combat walkers.
Your arrogance will be
shots.
your downfall. There are 3 of those Xenos Knights on the battlefield.
Those constructs are so nimble and so graceful that even I cannot but marvel at their beauty. Still, they have no chance against good, sturdy Imperial plasteel.
Not a huge fan of having to hop into this thing to run your missions. Run some of the missions. It's just... It's not badly implemented, it's just not great.
I have a tactical update for you, pilot.
I am listening, dear sir.
The Wraith Lords seem to be currently on patrol duty, and their pathways cross several times. Plan your route carefully, otherwise you could stumble upon 2 of them simultaneously.
2 Eldari constructs against the Crimson Wanderer. That would be a sight to see.
Oh, those are the same, the duos. Where one of them's got it, when one of them dies, they both die. I don't know how what the mechanic is. Yeah, that's one thing for sure that that WoW does better than anyone else. When they do this sort of mechanic, they put you into a sort of an alternate gameplay. They make it easy, fast, and fun.
Rejoice, friends.
You know,
The
if they
nimble
put you
Wraith
up
Lord has
in
fallen.
an air vehicle and you're going to be dropping bombs on stuff, it's fast,
You
it's
still
easy,
have
it's
2
fun.
Eldar constructs to defeat.
Good sir, I'm beginning to find your dourness almost disheartening.
The Star Wars: The Old Republic, in one of their expansions, started adding the mechanic where you're basically driving something like this, and theirs was so awful. They were much harder than the regular missions, and they were just the opposite of fun. Yeah, the real problem is so often you've got stuff behind you, and it's tough killing something once it gets behind you. To me, is what I find the most frustrating.
As it has been written, the steel giant tramples through the Garden of Bones.
Wait, what is this? Who are you, creature?
I weep and I mourn for the lithe dancer, even if I comprehended this had to happen.
Don't mind her annoying Xenos ways. She is... well, I don't know if she is our ally or enemy at the moment, and that bothers me.
We are standing on the same stage, wingless angel. The one who never died must be reborn, and this is the price we must pay.
I'm shooting at point blank range into one of them, and now they both died.
Behold the might of the Crimson Wanderer!
Ambrose,
Indeed, behold the might
readings
of the
show
Crimson
abnormal
Wanderer.
excess of energy on the release pistons of your knight. Be more careful, please.
Fear not, dear lady. I promised to give back your precious scarf, didn't I? Even if it is my most prized possession.
Yes, you did. And I expect you to deliver my scarf in person, sir.
Enough of this nonsense. You are in battle, pilot, not in a ballroom.
Oh, come on. Give the guy a break. He's got romantic notions, you know. He's just an old-fashioned guy looking for an old-fashioned girl. I mean, I love the animations and everything about it. It's just not, it just doesn't end up being fun to play this bit. That's the problem. And yeah, maneuverability would go a long way towards fixing the issue. But I mean, it looks really good.
Another star flickers and dies in the eternal night.
It was an admirable adversary, my lady.
Twins, both of them heroes, one of them dead, one alive, encased in wraithbone. Now,
Oh,
fading
great, I
away.
get to walk the entire length of the map to get back to the gate. Yeah. No loot as well. That's an additional annoyance about these missions. But you're right, at least I won't drive myself crazy going to every last corner of the map trying to find if there's any of the seasonal chests, for instance. Oh, looks like he has got to go. And then these guys too. Didn't want to do it, but you know, they crossed my path in there for a little.
Good work, pilot.
Good, it's done.
The constructs are
They
gone,
can continue
and
beating
no
the crap
more-
out of the machine. On. I've played the last couple seasons, but I never got all that deep into them. I think this is as far as I've gotten. I got the second chapter of the seasonal journey, the 5 chapters. I got the second chapter done. I think that's the most I have done in any of the previous seasons. Oh, that's right. I don't have to look and see how things are going here because they're not. I need to kill one more villain, and it'll open up the plasma gun of blindness. Gee, I wonder what the primary ability there is. Damage bonus, blind on hit. Oh, that's it. Critical hit chance, critical hit strength. Might make a good secondary. Oh, interesting. I will do one more to collect the Fabricatus artifact, and then I will probably be calling it an evening. We'll go back up to hard difficulty, because I'm a wimp. That's similar to what happens in PoE. Historically, a lot of the achieves require you to kill certain bosses, and trying to farm those bosses to show up can be a nightmare. Investigate the Fabricatus ruin.
Target information. The vicinity of the ruins is swarming with Tuathal Eldari.
At least the Crimson Wanderer took care of the potential reinforcements.
The Elder will pose a considerable threat. Have you thought about deploying Sir Caradoc again?
I cannot risk the safety of the artifact by sending in a war machine with the most devastating weaponry in the entire system.
Noted. The Tech Priest is trying to scan the area for further information.
I'm on my way to the ruins. Contact me when the Tech Priest is finished with the scans.
And we'll just murder our way through the Eldari.
Kill the Xenos.
You are walking among the bleached bones of a civilization that dreamt about your prophecy eons ago. How does that feel?
Remarkable. What is more
feels
remarkable
groovy.
is that I still have no idea why you are assisting me at all.
Why do you care? I am nothing but a speck of dust in the terrible storm that will one day awaken a god.
If that was meant to reassure me, you have failed. Who wants proud grace fallen low?
Oh, is this the duo again? I hate them so much. Don't know what it is. I should probably check at some point, because they're so annoying to me on an existential level. There we go. Memory crystal. Loot. I need to check what the deal is with the Eldari Harbingers. I died once early in the game in this character, in the first, 20 or 30 levels, something. And since then, twice in one mission to those same mobs. I don't like them. No, sir, I don't like them.
They were seekers of power and truth. So many of them came here, like insects drawn to the flame, only to end up as withered husks.
The remains of the Savant's expedition. But I am an Inquisitor. I will not fail.
You are not allowed to fail. Just yet. You have the living, breathing key to the prophecy.
Everybody knows, man. Got the Alpha Pariah in my pocket, and everyone knows. Damage the wrong one, the damage is reflected. And if you damage... Oh, that would explain it then. If I focus fired on the reflector and I killed myself, that would certainly explain it. There's definitely something more appealing about how did the mob kill me? The answer is, oh, I killed myself? That's more satisfying than, oh, they killed me.
I find your stubbornness astonishing, human.
Thank you.
You have caused enough pain and suffering already. Whatever is hiding under that force field, it is ours.
Alright, he's gonna burn out, I think. No, not quite. That ought to take care of him, though.
You are living on borrowed time, Eldari.
Area scan
Not
completed.
long.
Highly irregular energy signature located.
And how does that help me exactly?
The presence of an energy field, evidently generated by Xenos technology, must indicate the location of the relic you seek.
I must be on the right track then.
And thank you for the information. That makes complete sense. Okay, he's pretty big. He's quite large, actually. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm shocked, I'm suppressed,
I read, like
I'm
a vast,
hurting.
terrible heart beating in anticipation. Your battle awaits.
You let me fight your own kind, but you refuse to participate.
I walk a more
Oh,
elusive
excellent. I've
path.
pulled in more
The
friends.
Tausel might
nice to
see
have
me
friends,
as
you know?
almost as alien as you do, but I will not
I'm
fight
shocked
my
and
own
suppressed.
people. I was not referring
And
to
depressed.
that battle, though.
I will run like the wind. I'm still overwhelmed. I need to kill more of these guys so they will die.
Slaanesh is waiting for you, Eldar.
So overwhelmed I can't do a damned thing, it seems like. Yeah, I knew I should have reset my inoculator. To heal suppression as well as the damage. Yeah, that's much better.
I've been wondering for a while how this relic could have survived for countless millennia, but now I know.
It floats.
Analysis. Impenetrable energy field. Signature identical to the force field protecting the status chamber of the Martyr.
That barrier needed to be deactivated by a specific key.
Yeah, I haven't played around much with the
powers of the Alpha
psalm
subject
codes
might interact with the
or
field.
the archaeotech.
you have incoming.
Survive the attack of their... Oh. Oh, and they have a cave troll. Well, they had a cave troll. Oh, they still do. No, they had a cave troll. Blow up, please. Thank you.
Sergeant, I need the Alpha Pariah. Anything could...
Affirmative.
Let me grab my loot before I speak with her. Yeah, and I am skipping through this for the benefit of
Are you? I give you.
anyone who hasn't played through Prophecy. Possible spoilers!
Bravo! What a fabulous performance. Inquisitor, my only remaining part in this play is to take the Alpha Pariah with me and let the curtain fall.
I knew that I couldn't trust you. You have manipulated me. I suspect
Didn't last long.
I was expecting at least some assistance from you. It was your battle to fight, not mine. And now you talk like the Harlequin. How are you feeling? It is difficult to. And I didn't.
And I think that'll finish out that bit of the story. And if so, I will be calling it an evening there. But let's see. That's what the bridge of my ship looks like.
I must.
It is most unfortunate, but
From outside. Although I don't think anyone ever outside is looking in. Not much in the way of goodies. I mean, lots of items, but not much of it of any specific utility. Wow, that's almost up tier. Ooh, I have enough to buy myself the shiny, I think? No, I think I'm 5 short. Damn it. I think it was 255. One sec. Yeah, 255. I have 250 of the currency. Oh. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening, though. Oh, pardon me as I stretch out. Old man stretch. That's how you can tell you're getting old. The louder the noises you make when you wake up in the morning and get out of bed. Everything. Stand up to go get a drink of water, whatever it is. I'm going to call it here. I should be back again at my usual time tomorrow. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you had some fun tonight. Probably going to be back playing more of this. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Good night to you as well. Probably back playing more of this. I'll probably have finished up the story by then and be doing more of the end-gamey stuff. Trying to figure out more of what I can and should be doing with my time in that. If not, the only thing I think I'm likely to be playing would be Midnight Suns, which I do intend to get back to because I've been having an enormous amount of fun with that as well. So, I'm going to call it here. I hope you had a good time tonight. Should be back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great night tonight, and hopefully catch you later. Ciao for now. Night, guys.